Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hopefully, everyone is doing very well. We have some good games here today, or it should be good games. I have Karen with me here, as always, a constant co-host on the Swindlerless Chronicles.
Hello. And today I will be playing a best of three Archon for the KFPL best of three Archon tournament against JDG. We each have one loss and one win, so whoever loses will take the walk of shame to the next KFPL event. Um, I'm taking a bit of a gamble in my deck selection, but hopefully I guessed right.
The deck you have is. Sorry, I think I doubled audio on my end, so I just need to change that.
Yeah, I'll start up the game so there's no shenanigans. So you can look at deck lists and stuff.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Hey,
so
welcome
he,
in Dinobot. Welcome in Zoc. I'll get
hey,
the
look.
game should be started here. You should be able to see that. I just have to change our faces.
So right now we're looking at JDG is playing Sagacious Unseen, Quizazapit, or however you say that. It's got a library access phase shift. It does have Graft. Wild Wormhole speeds up that play. Sloppy Labwork can put some stuff away. Psychic Bug is actually huge to show the hand so that he can use those like mimicries and key charges at the right time to get the key out. Taliga is defensive, Hunting Witch is offensive. It's a very, very dangerous deck to play against with power cards in yours. Luckily, I brought one that's very creature heavy. I gotta be careful about the Hypnotic Command in Mars. And the Ether Spider could actually be problematic because I don't have that much removal. But if I can establish board, he doesn't have a ton of C, and my deck doesn't have the removal cards to feed his mimicries. I'm playing Seprador the Chateau Chef that has double EP and an Anthony for your Amber control. It does have platform and a Discagar with a Observumax, a Universal Translator, and a Stealthster. So you really bounce those down for a lot. Double Lost in the Woods does a lot of removal at high speed. Double Resurgence can put those Fandangles back out. We do have a Mutagenic Serum. We've got 8 draw enhancements with a Chronos, a Ultra Gravitron, and a Zenzi. So we're talking about like legitimate speed. It's just a matter of if I can board out against this thing before it beats me.
Perfect. Yeah, and hopefully, I'm an entirely unbiased opinion here. Hopefully, is a win for Seprador. Seprador is a deck that I'm somewhat familiar with, or pretty familiar with, and it can be really quite scary for what it does.
So I'm going to keep my opening hand. Little nerves. I'm always nervous in these KFPL matchups. It's a little.
Well, they are high
Everybody's always
stakes.
doing. Yeah, they're high stakes and everybody's bringing their best. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm so glad I held this hand. I have a Hadron Collision just for you, John Smith. Cannot let that happen.
Wonderful. That's a card you don't want to see get out of hand.
No, not at all. I held it actually for a Toliga.
Also a card you don't want to let get out of hand.
We have a library access is played. Oh, to play. Oh, that's very unlucky. Very unfortunate.
That is terrible luck.
So yeah, he plays the LA off of his single wild wormhole, which is a little sad. We do see his positron bolt here used. We got to be careful around like a Squawker removing a Fandangle, then the mimicries with the Hadron Collision. But okay, so we've got a El Samra here, so I'm actually going to discard 2 guys so that I can play my Resurgence and bring back only Untamed. I'm going to hide my dude in case he somehow cycles a Positron. keep that off a flank against this deck.
Well, that's already doing a good amount of boarding here. Separador is.
Yeah, it's okay. I'd say, yeah, we've got a Mimicry to take that out. Yeah, I was worried about that. Nature's Call pops it all back to the hand. And a Fog Bank. Okay. We can do this. Translator. Get the Stealthster on that Anthony. Ba-boom, ba-bam. Something like that.
All they did was make Anthony live, having Amber there and bouncing it again.
It's tough though. He's definitely putting up some good fights.
Oh,
Squawk.
absolutely.
We see Squawker on that Grabber Jammer. I will. We've seen one of his mimicries, so I am gonna play a Lost in the Woods. I think it's worth it with the Hypnotic Command on play too. And then probably discard this other one, actually. It feels very risky to toss this because he can Kaliga me, but I can't sit around all day like waiting for cards.
Yeah, there has to be consideration just to cycling, the value of cycling.
Yeah. We do see lab work come down. Okay, he's gonna go there. In that case, I'll use my first EP here.
And that's a good effect. I know, in a shocking twist, Ketzer, Karen is playing an MM deck.
I'm gonna toss half of Ultra Grav here, unfortunately. And of course, you know exactly what just happened now that I tossed it.
Always. If it doesn't happen, then the world is cruel. You can't have expectations too high.
Oh no.
That's how you get people getting either happy, they get cocky.
You always toss it. You always toss it in this deck though, because I still have a Resurgence waiting around for me.
Yeah.
You just always toss it.
Oh god.
Okay, we've got the Full Moon, the Mimicry. This is like, I feel a little high rolled on, not gonna lie, but.
Well, I mean, considering they wild wormhole their library access.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. That is very true. Just the okay, both Mimicries are gone now though. Yeah, I meant both Mimicries. His removal. I was playing under the. How do I say? I was playing under the impression that it was very unlikely for him to have removal there, basically.
Yeah.
That is okay though. I think the smartest move for me is to just play some creatures actually. Kill the Hunting Witch.
Yeah, you're right, Ketzer. That is you know what? That is the next surprising piece. I think that's much more unlikely than Karen playing MM though.
What?
Oh, Ketzer said the next thing you know, we're gonna see the Archon's Corner people playing DT.
There's that Ether Spider.
Oh god, what is this Mars? What is this Mars draw?
See that's what I'm saying, man. Like it is we'll see. Hopefully even if I do drop.
That was a 6-card Mars hand.
I know.
Oh, I guess it was a 5 because there was a Archives.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta just play my hands here. I can't do much.
So walk me through the logic of calling logos here.
I have to.
Fair.
I just I don't have, like, everything else is even less impactful. Oh my god!
You do the other half Ultra Gravitron?
Yeah, no, immediately.
You gotta take it. Well, actually, it could have been the last card you drew, so not necessarily.
No, you don't. Yeah, it's like you don't have to take it because you still have Resurgence, and he's gonna generate, like, he's gonna check. So I need to be closer to an answer.
To EP.
Grab is actually not gonna help me.
Right. It must be done. Let's write down about. So Karen's coming in here with the survey. Getting out of that click inquiry. Oof. Ah, yeah, there's that bottom half. At least it skins you an amber.
Thank God this is a best of 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
No Anthony for me. That's okay. I think I can do a lot better than that.
Yes, I think this is why it's best of 3.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like it. High level Archon Keyforge feels like Yu-Gi-Oh matches sometimes.
Kind of does. That was not good. On paper, I should be doing well in this matchup. Like, Seprador, it wants to see rushy decks with low C.
Yeah.
It's actually, like, the unfortunate draws on the Grav. It was more bad hands on my end / maybe bad play. It's hard to know.
Yeah.
Than any high roll, to be honest. Keep this hand. I will start with an eclectic. Oh, good luck. Have fun.
Toxic streamer.
Yeah. Positron, okay. And you get to see my hand, lovely.
Psychic Bug is good.
Psychic Bug is a good card. The Pip is good. The Bug is good. Though
The fact that it's a body, it's a Reap effect, a body, and an Amber Pip is it's really something.
Yeah, no, it really is.
I mean, it's a rare, but
we're gonna play both of these Fandangles.
God, it's time for the dangle.
I'm a fan of the dangles.
Aren't we all? Library access turn?
How, though? Like, how could you possibly have a good LA to take here?
I don't know. 6.
Like, he just played so much logos.
He played almost. He's played half his Logos house now already.
Yeah.
Some people are just built different, Karen. So it wasn't a huge LA turn then.
No, it was a lot of logos early though, which means I'm gonna get a huge amount of Mars and a huge amount of Untamed, which is not what we would want in a perfect world. Let's say, let's just put it that way.
What is the nature of Keyforge? That when you get lots of cards of a certain house early, you continue to get lots of cards of a certain house that.
Yeah, like I said, I really think about that as like the biggest design flaw of Keyforge. They do a lot to mitigate it. It's like they're very aware of it, but at the same time,
yeah,
it is a. I think it's a bug, not a feature.
Well, it's one of those things where clumping is just it will happen with RNG.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't feel nearly as bad as lane screws Magic.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. Like it is, but it's a particular feature that you have to think about a lot in like Archon and Keyforge.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the John Smith. Let's go Untamed here. No archive.
What's in the archive, by the way?
Yeah, one half of it's coming.
Gotcha. Just for the folks at home.
Yeah. Put John Smith back. Pull Rodder back. Actually, the bug. Yeah, I don't really care about the bug. One of each house when I've already seen that much logo seems pretty nice to me.
Yeah, that does put it sets back whenever they draw that card. It's probably not going to be ideal.
And then I can put out the other Fandangle with a Resurgence here.
You know, Ketzer, I have seen that they did finally make an archetype around Hungry Burger, and it is
Did they really?
Yeah, they did. It's ritual summon based actually.
Oh, that's so wicked. Oh, come on, the Irradiated Amber, like the one out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, man. Can I please?
Jeez.
Please. Can I bitch?
This is your stream, Karen, so you're certainly allowed to.
Okay. Well, in that case.
I'm a huge fan of all the interesting archetypes like they've like the Libromancer archetype. The openly or like not so hidden lesbian archetype they made.
Ooh.
That's all nuns.
It's about time.
Oh, the Libromancers are all they're gay. They've added a lot of like thinly veiled queer archetypes. It's a lot of good representation.
That Irradiated Amber dog.
Yeah.
He has burned me with that card so many times. Like I can't even say that it's like I can't even complain about that too much. But it is actually brutal.
It's just a good card.
It is, but like it's unduly effective in that deck for some reason. Like just so effective.
Partially.
Yeah, it's partially like it's very, very good at. That's exactly right. Like it's very good at messing you up in those kinds of ways.
It's good at making you go to like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. We will use Resurgence. Bring back. Fandangle. Then Anthony. I'd love to bring back both Fandangles, but this is good. That's a good draw. Come on. That's a great draw. Of course, he'll immediately have his Mimicry, but
Yeah,
maybe not.
Course.
Maybe I'll get lucky and he. Yep. Quick Untamed call.
Full Moon, Hunting Witch.
Full Moon. Oh, then he might not have it actually.
Holy God, man! Coda, this sort of Coda decks just are so frustrating sometimes.
It is, but we're gonna we're gonna play some Keyforge now.
Good.
Because all these babies are coming in ready.
True. And Ketzer saying they added a new Amazonian card not too long ago that was kind of thick by Japanese standards.
By Japanese. Okay, so we must. I have skirmish here. That must die. Add to hand.
I haven't seen that one, Ketzer.
Deck. Okay. Go here. Go here.
You know, I wasn't expecting you to fight the Ancient Bear.
He can
But I
use
guess
it to.
that
He
does
can
make
use it
sense.
to. Yeah, I mean, like he can mimicry to take away my Anthony now, but he could do that anyway. But you just have to prevent him from having a very, very powerful turn here.
Yeah.
Nature's Call puts it back. That very late.
Ooh, Taliga though.
It's fine.
I believe you. I'm just worried. Intense thought happening here in the Swindle side. Will Sloppy Lab work? Come out ahead? I don't think so.
We gotta discard this. Okay. We add gear to hand. Gear to bottom deck.
Yeah, like Orlean's great. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Ketzer. I think that's really, really awesome, and just it's needed. You know, that's how it should be. Ketzer just saying nothing in a card game has quite made their NB heart glow like discovering that the Keyforge deck name generator includes gender-neutral pronouns and honorifics.
Yeah, that is pretty dope. Keyforge is a lot more like LGBTQ accepting, like in general, like the community I've found to be much more welcoming. I went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament once, and imagine going to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament as a trans girl. I'm not even gonna give any details. Just imagine, like, just let yourself run away with that one.
Well, you know, I've heard the stories of cis women going, and
Oh yeah.
I can't say that was. From what I've heard, that was not a very good experience.
Nah. Okay. Got.
Ketzer says they'd be sending someone to the Shadow Realm.
Okay. What would I do if I were me? Which I am. Ah, this is hard. I think you go Star Alliance here. Let me think about that a second, though. Wait. All right. Did I get the check?
Getting to check is always good.
Yeah, but the logo's turn is crazier. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1. I think you go logos, actually. Let's live on the edge here. Use EP to cut that in half. EP will be more valuable now than later. It's coming because he hasn't cycled the key charge yet.
Yeah, and it has a way to go before they do that.
Right. So then we play Grav.
Wow, Ultra Gravitron.
And then we cycle deck. Getting 8.
Wait, you only have a hand size of 7?
EP.
Right.
Sorry, I know I said 8, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah, no, I just completely forgot it for us as a chain. I'm honestly just so used to playing Submersive Principle.
can't relate.
Yeah, no,
Thinking.
most people can't. Ketzer can relate, but Submersive Principle is just so much better than EP with the no chains.
What side is that from?
DT.
Never heard of it.
Lol. DT best set, that's right. Let's get a DT best set in chat. Thanks, Ketzer. No, Ketzer got my back. Gotta go on my phone to get all the DT best chats I can. There we go. Even got Dinobot on the DT best set. I am the resident. Kalos and I are the resident DT enjoyers at Swindle.
I, of course, redrew it almost entirely untamed.
Oh. That's not ideal.
This is extremely tilting. Like, just a match. Like, I really... Maybe this isn't as favorable as I believed, but... It certainly... feels like it shouldn't be this unfavorable. But... You get beat, you get beat. What can I do that's, like, actually productive here? Okay, wait, I can do... Okay. I'm not going to be able to draw more via hand sizing, really. But I'm going to get... Like, I have Anthony in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 Untamed. And an EP.
Mm.
So I can make the Anthony elusive, which would be much more of a pain in the ass for him. But I would have to take my archives in order to do it, which would prevent further draws.
Right.
entirely, but I could use platform to bring Grav back. And then I'd have EP and splash a Grav down and have like a chance maybe.
Hmm.
I think that's my best bet.
An elusive Anthony does suck. Like it's just not fun.
Okay, so in that case, I actually want.
Yeah, let her cook. Karen's cooking.
Okay, all right. In that case, I need John Smith probably dead. Boom. Wabam. Wacha. Maybe?
Maybe. I believe.
If he can't kill it, like if I have one turn of him not checking, I think I can win. But I need that turn.
Yeah. Well, I think the odds are pretty good. Actually, maybe not. Getting pretty low in a Mars turn here.
Wait, you can fight with Anthony? I mean, he could fight with Ether Spider. I thought it dealt no damage.
It does do no damage, but use it to break the elusive.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that would break an elusive. I don't know why. That's unfortunate. Okay. I mean, I still made the optimal move here. I will again need him to like not check. Archives. Okay, well, the Zenzi's. I might as well play this draw enhancement.
It's too smart a spider.
I need to prevent him from checking so badly. If I can just get it one turn, I can get that resurgence and the Anthony back, a huge board that he's going to have no answer to.
Oh, hopefully.
Just give me one turn, dude. I'm pretty proud of that Grav play, though. He's thinking. I did my job.
You've done your job for sure.
I made him think. At least.
JDG does like to think, and in the games that I've played against JDG, they love to think.
Yes, they do. I mean, a huge burst feels unlikely.
He's cooking.
Yeah. No, I just mean like with the hands. I'm trying to think of like what would allow him to burst. Cause like
He's got everything is in the bin.
the
Right?
huge stuff is in the bin. He has double mimicry, probably in hand actually. But I've left him nothing to do that. That's part of why I cycled there.
Mostly EPU.
I mean, that'd be
Good,
very
I
welcome.
guess, yeah.
I'd be more than happy with that.
Oh, discarding mimicry, yeah.
Cooperative hunting.
Only good option. Oh, the only option actually is EP for the mimicry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We've got.
You have your turn.
I do have my turn. Okay. I'm like panicking now that I have it.
Don't just take a deep breath. You know, you're good.
Pretty much. Okay. So I need to not allow him to... He discarded one Mimicry. The other one was not in there. But he still only has one. I mean, he did cycle, but I think it's best for me to play it. So I go... I mean, I have to go Untamed. That's easy. Then I use Resurgence to take a Mutant and Anthony. I've never been happier to see... Yeah, I've never been happier to have an Anthony in my hands. Okay, we go Floof. We go... Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We keep the Fandangles off of the flank. Fandangle singular. Sorry.
There's only one dangle.
Most likely, at least. Yeah, okay.
Need to zoom out of it.
You're a mutant. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We use Resurgence to bring back the mutant and the Stealthster. I put Grab back and this very huge Munchling.
We love a big Munchling.
3, 1, 2, 3. And then we go here.
Wow,
Okay,
14
yeah,
cards in hand.
Okay, so the centering actually doesn't really matter, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. Put you here. You here.
Zephyr is making me continue to zoom out.
Oh. Thinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've got JDG in the tank.
Yeah, me and a tank right there. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
I mean, this is a very unruly board.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty awesome if you had gotten the Eugenics Serum on the Logos turn, but...
Yeah, I played it earlier. Yeah, I must have played it earlier. Okay.
Yeah, you've had it on the reshuffle.
Yeah. Okay. Put there.
Drafting for one.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hit. I'm counting this like 5 times because I don't want to be stupid, but I'm pretty sure I can just reap out and ram frog into that mother.
And I'm not allowed to coach.
Reap 1. Yeah, I know. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fandangle reaps 5, 6. 6, and frog into it. Cost is 6. Nothing modifying. Graph doesn't matter. Yeah. Ba-bam.
GG! Wow, there we go. Okay, we're going to game 3. That's exactly what we want to see.
Ooh.
JDG would not like a rematch.
Oh yeah, he has to request it. If
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
picked. Jeez.
He didn't think enough. That's right, Danabot. If he had just thought a little bit longer. These are good games. These are good games. I'm glad Sepporter actually got a chance to shine there.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just like, oh my god. Okay.
Where are things at? We
going.
are in game 3, Floximal. So JDG won game 1, Karen's won game 2. It is Sagacious from JDG versus Seprador from Karen. So this is for all the marbles. Yeah, very spicy. Ooh, and you got a library access. Library access turned very early.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in that deck, you won LA early. So there's like 2 different kinds of codas with LA. Like, one of which you actually want to combo, because like you can do some borked LA play.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a kind like this, at least the way I analyze it, where I actually want very early LA, because it just like sorts me into my awesome rest of plays. Like, oh, cool, I've got a phase shift into a Nature's Call. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. That does make sense.
Yeah. What do I want to do here? Something like that.
As long as it gets you the dub.
See, yeah, this is the kind of thing you want with an early LA in a deck like this, where it's just like, oh, cool. Well, never mind. I thought that was going to be worse. But you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
All right, we do a Floop and a Techno Beast. And we'll slap those draws right back in the deck. Get rid of you. We'll get rid of Ancient Bear, probably.
And also, it's just really nice seeing that key charge gone too.
Yeah. 1 hundo. Walker in a non-John Smith situation. Could be worse.
That could be so much worse.
Okay, we'll go Logos. Get his entity down. And wish me luck.
Good luck.
You didn't do it right. That's okay. We do have a half of grab stashed away, though. So it's better than nothing. It's just going to be this way against this deck. Like, it's going to get in front of me.
It will, yeah. You're playing the controller here.
Thinking, oh my god. Like, you don't have to type thinking every time.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think if you expect like a slightly longer time to think than normal, I appreciate it.
No, I told him in our last game, I'm like, you can think, you don't have to type it. He just types it anyway. Like, I think he knows it kind of tilts me.
Oh, him typing thinking?
Yeah, he types thinking like constantly when he plays, like regardless. Like, it's not like just this game. Like, every time I played him, it's been like thinking. It's like, yeah, I know. It's this is like harder than chess sometimes. Like,
It is true. You heard it here first. You heard it here on the Swindledust Chronicles. Keyforge is harder than chess. Suck at Magnus Carlsen.
Honestly, I don't know. I play both at a fairly high level. I mean, I'm not like Grandmaster or anything, but
I'm just an international master.
I think
I don't know if that's true. I actually don't know Karen's rank at all.
I'm like high mid-level, like basically. But like,
What is your rating?
it depends on like which site and what time constraint I'm playing. So like,
Right.
just like anybody else, but somewhere in like the mid 1500s, 1600s. Like I'm okay, but I'm not great.
Yeah, I get you.
I can play chess well. Like I know how the pieces move. I know how the openings work. I know all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play at a high level. Yeah, that'd be some great content if someone could coerce Magnus Carlsen to come onto a TTR stream or something to play Keyforge.
There's a famous article by Bobby Fischer about how chess hasn't been good in like 150 years, like 450 years. And I kind of agree with it. The gist of it is essentially that at the highest levels, the games are essentially memorized. Like, not the entire game, but like no one is going to like kind of invent a new incredibly compelling opening. There are exceptions, but I think by and large, it's not like an unreasonable argument. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I think I mean, obviously it's compelling enough to still be around.
Yes, absolutely.
And still be played for lots of money, and people dedicating their lives to it.
Yes. Yeah, and it's honestly, since that was written, the introduction of like chess engines has actually made the game more interesting because you get more dynamic openings.
Yeah, they've changed the game. They've changed the game a lot.
Yeah.
In a good way, I think.
Yeah, no, I actually agree, but there still is that like huge component of memorization, which I view as relatively undesirable in the long run. Like when I'm really thinking about like what I want out of games, I do find that to be relatively undesirable.
I'm someone who I get a lot of satisfaction out of game fundamentals, like succeeding at game fundamentals, where I like limited formats so much in most games.
I see.
So it's also one of the things where repetition practice for me isn't really like, oh, this is like, I love doing this. Some people do.
Yeah.
You know, fab players that just they'll play the same. They'll play the same matchup 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that is how those people go professional and they win. You know, that is how they win the world championships for something like that.
To me, like the perfect game in my head, and it's all personal, but like the perfect game in my head, like the thing that I've always been chasing is something that is fundamentally different every single time you pick it up. Like Keyforge is so exactly what I wanted out of a game. So I think that's just like a personal preference interacting with, you know, the game itself. We will not take the archive. But I do, for that reason, I think chess, I mean, this is closer to my kind of ideal than chess ever could be, basically.
I agree. I like variance.
I love playing Bughouse chess. Like, I would straight up stream Bughouse chess. It's literally the best game. For those of you who don't know, Bughouse is a like 4-player variant of chess. You play with a teammate. And like basically like when they take a piece against their opponent, they give it to you and you can drop it on the board. It's like very, very crazy, very fast. There is some like opening theory that you have to memorize, but like that's actually the game at which I'm best in chess because I just intrinsically enjoy it more. So I probably play standard chess more, but I play it with like kind of more fervor when I'm playing Bughouse, and I'm I'm more motivated to do well. It's a really interesting video. It's one of the like huge board game reviewer guys that I'm not remembering the name of at this exact moment, but he talks about how chess is like only good if you're playing somebody who is exactly at your skill level and is not good otherwise.
That is very true.
Which is like so interesting though, right? Because it's like there's basically no way to handicap it.
No.
There's no, yeah. I mean, it's really fascinating. I think, like, to think about it that way. Whereas like Keyforge, you can kind of initially like engage somebody in. So like when we talk about like what games are like better and everything, it's always like what you're after.
Mm-hmm.
But if the only thing that you could be after, I feel like, to make chess like the best, would be the game with the most like depth of research and like history and stuff, right? Like it's actually like less about like what the game is, and it's more like this is a very balanced game that we found that we've been playing for like 1,000 years.
Yeah, like
And
if chess is literally like, hey, if you want to like have your life entirely consumed by chess,
yeah,
it can do that, and it
yeah,
can do
and
that
that's
very
amazing.
efficiently for the rest of your lifetime.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing though. Like that's actually so.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's actually like so compelling. Oh come on, man. Okay. At least you didn't check. Okay, so we've got both halves of Grab now, but like no other logos to play. So I think the vibes here say to do this.
You do have to read the room. Are the vibes right for the graviton to come down?
No, it's not yet.
You don't want to ruin the party.
No. You. Bam. Bop. Something win. Quick Mars call. That's interesting.
No thinking.
Yeah, I know. It was just boom. Yeah. Irradiated. Haha.
Hey, yes, okay, don't get punished. Man. Imagine. Can you imagine?
I saw it coming. Okay. So in this case, I was unlucky to get an early EP, but I can do some interesting things here, I think. Okay. I have to be boarding. It would be dumb to not play Grab at this juncture. I could. There's a slight argument for putting out my Untamed, actually. That's interesting. It's actually really interesting.
So, I mean, it sounds like you're looking to not put them off check.
Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. That's not how I win.
Gotcha. No, I'm just.
Yeah. No. I just mean like yeah, no. That even if I had something, well, I would probably play like Anthony if I had it. But I don't.
Right.
But how I win this game is I board, and I make him make bad moves, like I did at the end of the last game. basically like I could. God, there's really an argument for all three houses here.
It's not often you get
Grab.
that.
Yeah. I think I have to do the grab thing and get some card advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so we do. My Logos draw chances are pretty decent, actually, so. You first. Then you. Okay, now.
Oh, I didn't know Drixcar was a mutant.
It is.
Didn't know that.
We'll go here. Lyco Aliens effect triggers. Bring EP into the hand.
I must say the EP does not seem like something you want to discard at this moment right now.
No. Okay. There's a creature. Okay, and then we are gonna just ram everything into this line, I feel like. Okay. We fight here. Then I can go. Okay. Play the Grav.
Okay, there's the Grav.
We resolve this draw enhancement to use Cronus. Put away this.
Yeah, true.
Okay. That feels like the best play.
I mean, that felt that seemed pretty good to me.
It's not like optimal for obvious reasons.
I mean, oh, big
Okay.
Oh, okay. Not even a big hunting wish turn.
Okay. So we do take this, put down the platform. What do we have? We super don't. Oh, okay. So I can do.
Voltron, Lycoelian. There's literally two Voltrons on the board.
Indeed. rid of Zenzi. Right here. Use universal. We'll use the Lyco alien first. Add you to hand.
What'd you add to hand?
We added the a Techno Beast.
Alright, it's probably the only card available, right?
Yeah. Okay. Then we do a trigger Observe You Max. Do cap. We go Munchling, Bite. Get rid of. I don't need that.
This is a stressful, Karen.
For you?
For me and chat. Can I get some Monka S's and Monka S in chat?
We're gonna use a draw enhancement to trigger this Cronus. Okay.
My Sentinel Summer is really going off.
Okay. Now they're gonna be at 5, so key charge is gone. Which means I can stash away. And ooh. Maybe I don't want to do that.
This user's
Sorry.
Real piggyback. Oh no, you're good. Actually, I can mute myself for if I want to talk to chat.
No, go for it. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything.
No, you're good. I don't want to interrupt your thought process too, because I know like sometimes when you're deep in the tank, you're deep in the tank.
Yeah.
This Ether Spider is a big piggy bank.
Fucking house am I even in? Okay. So we can archive you.
When you have so much house cheating, you have no idea what house you're in the middle of your turn.
It's so easy to mess up with this deck.
Teleport Chief Tank is swapping with Ultra Grav. Ultra Grav fights Murmuk, purges. Purges a Grabber Jammer. That is a 200 IQ play. I agree, Zoc. If any of you don't know and aren't aware, the Dataforge stream and Dinobot, both, and Foxamal is also in chat. They all have a YouTube channel of the same name, and they all, Foxamal also does stream, but few and far in between. But they all stream here on Twitch, so please go give them a follow because they are all great content creators. The psychic bug here actually helpful for the audience at home to see what's in hand. JDG's doing it for the viewers.
Twin Bolt. Twin Bolt takes Tink a Tink.
Here's a question from chat from Ketzer. If set 7 brought back gigantic creatures, what 3 houses would you give them to? My first one would be Brobnar. Brobnar would get a gigantic creature. I'm actually kind of disappointed that the whatchamacallit, the mech suit thing from WoW isn't a gigantic creature? TBH? Like, that would have been a really cool design. Yeah, I agree, One Star People. Like, that would have been a really cool design. Cause it just makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. It's literally a Voltron. So I'm sort of I think not every set needs gigantic creatures, but I think gigantic creatures are a really cool design space, and I think they add a ton of flavor, and I think they should be they should be a little liberal with their use of their implementation.
I would agree.
Like,
Quick logos call here.
That's fine. Like, if Tweaky Kraken was good and a gigantic creature, cool.
I'm very confused by the very quick call, actually.
Yeah, I am as well.
Like, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, that's right, One Star Peeps. All of the, as far as I understand it, I mean, I saw the KFC weekend, and I haven't really paid too close attention to anything past that, or like even before that. But each of the individual surfer dudes of the Mars Voltron, I believe, can all operate independently. I think they're like one tutors another one. They all do different things. They all do sort of things to like help bring it out.
Thinking, yeah, I mean, this game has been nothing but thinking. That's.
Oh yeah, wait. Honestly, it's been so long since I've seen Voltron, but yeah, I believe every single one of the mechs in Voltron can operate independently.
Oh my god!
Actually, it'd even be cool if like. It'd even be cool if like if like they had instead of like the traditional gigantic where it's like, oh, it's coming, they have like maybe the Voltron is assembled with the mech, like the individual mechs themselves.
Wow,
like they morph into a single creature.
Interesting.
Wild Wormhole into a Grab Jammer is pretty good.
Be interesting to see how he fights here. I guess he's thinking he does quick logos call, thinking, well, one, he has more cards than of that house than I thought. I'm sure. But two, he can kill Fandangle.
That's cool. I mean, I guess it's sort of like a use for the almost like a tribute mechanic, or like a fusion. It's like a different take on the fusion mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's kind of cool. Rush Jewels. That is not of wait. Is Rush Jewels the is that
Rush Jewels is like, they want to be Keyforge, like straight up, like.
Rush Jewels is Rush Jewels Duel Links in IRL?
No. Rush Duels is its own thing.
Rush Duels is a computer game, right?
No, Rush Duels is a real card game. It's newer. It's been out for a while. It was released at about the same time as Duel Links. It didn't really catch on, but basically the gist was that you could play all your cards, like all of them.
Yeah, it is Duel Links. It is Duel Links IRL.
No, it's not.
Kind of.
They're totally different games.
Well, I mean, I'm not really big into it or looked into it, but that was my first impression of it.
No. I mean, I get the idea, but actually, it's like rush duels are like actually legit closer to Keyforge than they are to Duel Links.
Very
You
interesting.
can
I mean,
play like unlimited cards from your hand and stuff. It's pretty cool actually.
that's pretty cool. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Oh, they have that new. They have the new card templating too. That's released. That's like actually very modern and cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the stars or just the number instead of just like you have to
Yeah, it
like
looks
go by
really,
and
really
carefully
good.
count 8 stars on them.
They nailed the design.
That's right. That's right. Unlimited summons is I mean that's pretty much what they've done with Yu-Gi-Oh now, right? Everything's special summoned.
Yeah, but you like draw up your whole hand again.
Oh, so they really did just rip off a lot of Keyforge.
Yeah. No, it's like actually kind of the same rules.
Wow.
Okay. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, why is this so hard? Okay, he's redrawn. He would have to be obscenely lucky to get a key charge there. I think.
Playing a dangerous game there, Karen.
I am.
You played your
I've
outs
got
though.
I've got Anthony and I've got the EP, right? Um, Either way, this is a good game, and I'm glad we got it on stream because this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, this has been good.
It's basically like I can like archive 2 cards with EP. I mean with Eclectic. Obviously, I can just kill Titan Mechanic to get him off check. It's like, or I can use my Untamed, which is going to be harder to use later. I can Resurgence to Fandangle, which is a nice threat.
Man, they haven't just
Wait, I can't toss that Lost in the Woods though, because I can't give them the Lost in the Woods for the Mimicry. Okay, so no
no.
Untamed.
We also know what's in the archives at this point,
So
right? Like that archives has to be the graft.
I mean, I technically we don't know for sure, but obviously he wants to be able to graft me.
Mm-hmm.
So we are definitely playing as if graft is in play. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Disney's Archon has also ripped off a lot of Keyforge. Turns out
Yeah,
Keyforge is just a great game. Keyforge is also one of the few games where you can actually have a casual game in it. Like there's a lot of games where a lot of dueling card games where having a
guess what
casual
house I
game.
drew all of?
Pardon?
Guess what house I drew all of?
Untamed.
Yep.
Yeah, that is my understanding, One Star Peeps, of what's going to need to happen.
What's up?
One Star Peeps says, so is the plan wait to use Key Frog before killing the spider?
Right now it doesn't actually matter. What I need to do is continue to board, and then it doesn't matter how much amber he generates, basically.
Right.
So like the frog would be good, but it's not actually necessary. It would help though. Like it would definitely help me get around that graft. But he
Right.
has no great way to get the amber off that spider. The only way he can do it in Logos is using a phase shift into something like a mimicry or the nature's call. But he can't actually do it in Logos. So like yes, he can
Yeah.
do it. he can do it, but like basically, if I'm boarding efficiently, this does not matter.
So as long as you don't touch the spider, he can't touch the spider.
He can, but
Well, I
by
mean,
then,
the
if
amber
I'm
will be used,
boarding, yeah, if I'm boarding and he's in a situation where he can't remove stuff, then Anthony is an infinite amber catcher, basically. As long as I'm not over 6 amber. And I also have an EP in archive. It's really like, it's kind of the same situation as the last game. I've got to, using my Anthony and EP, I gotta buy myself 1 turn to play all this Untamed Mumbo Jumbo.
Yeah.
Luckily, the very, very good things that I have 4 cards left. So I may be able to cycle and get rid of the Lost in the Woods, basically. Because I can't like play them and then have them out.
Ah, yeah. That Techno Beast should help with that cycling, right?
Yeah, but he's going to be able to check here, so that's going to force me into Logos or Star Alliance. Okay, so there's John Smith.
This has been quite the game 3.
Yeah, it's been a lot to think about. Okay, so he's used Ether Spider to fight Grav to give me a key. To play Hypnotic Command so that he can do this. That's very nice. That I gotta give him credit on that play. That's very cool. Okay.
Hypnotic Command is quite the card.
Really is. What do I have if I do this? Okay, so basically I've got an EP and draw that I need to get to have both. And I can do that most efficiently using the Anthony now. And then I'll have both EPs. That seems like the correct move here. So use Psycho Alien first, you add EP to hand.
And there's the rest.
And then I use Survey to the bottom of deck. Observe you max captures 1. Universal Translator. Allows me to okay, Universal Translator Let's we do this. I think. Oh wait, I can draw. Okay. So do you. Then I read. That lets me do this, which gives me that. Vital. Fight.
Stressful turns here. This whole game has been high-key stressful. Oh, sorry, all best of 3.
This is why we do it, though, right? You know?
This is why we do it. This is absolutely why we do it. And so we have lots of things going on here. There goes the Anthony coming down. They did use the Lyco Beast, or the Techno Beast there to cycle with her. With the...
Okay.
And so you did plan, you did choose to go for the Ultra Gravitron bounce instead of the Lyco Alien bounce.
Graft.
Oh, there's the graft.
Yeah, there's no point in rushing there. Because he's going to go to
Right.
6.
Right, yeah. No, fair point. I honestly forgot about that. Spooky. Let's get some Monka in chat.
What's going on?
Thinking.
I'm sorry.
That
Okay.
has been the tale of this match. You gotta cook.
Telling you.
Deep in the tank. That both players are deep in the tank of this game.
Here we go. Observe you, Max. Then we're going to use Lyco Alien's ability to add Survey to the hand.
Oh, good. So you can discard a card off the top of your deck.
Actually, yes. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. This Dominator needs 6 more damage, so I can't Kill it right now.
Not yet.
So we do Floof. I can make his Ether Spider bigger if I wanted.
We love a good flume.
Okay.
This Anthony is loaded.
Let's do it.
Although now it will be difficult for them to get that Amber back off the Anthony in any meaningful way.
That's the goal.
That is the game plan. That's the win con. That's what we're here for.
A huge part of that turn was getting the deck empty because I have one draw enhancement and Logos, so I can draw enhancement, Logos, then Grav.
Right.
And even if he can kill that Anthony, I have double EP right now. Hopefully he doesn't, which would be even better for me. Irradiated Amber doesn't matter, gotta stay under it.
Oh, man, God. Irradiated Amber is so scary. Somehow.
Squawker does the reap. Okay, so he's going to 5 here. That's worth worrying about. That's worth worrying about. Well, he's trying to key cheat me. He's trying to key cheat me, so he's got the key charge and he has
Oh yeah, I mean Anthony gives one back at the end of the turn as well. But...
Yeah, no, but he's got the key charge and he's got Hunting Witch. Like he can surge here, so I actually can't mess around with that.
Where's your Punky Q?
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool to hear that there's a little ask for manual mode and just put / add card.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I gotta do it.
How low can you go?
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, no worries. JG is thinking. This has been absolutely a brain burner of a game. Brain burner of a match. 2 giants here with Team Sloppy Labwork JDG and Team Swindle Karen. Duking it out. Coda versus MM. Boomers versus Zoomers.
Well, who's the boomer?
And Coda.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Coda versus MM, so it's Zoomers. It's Boomers versus
I
Zoomers.
thought I was old. I thought it was a
No,
bit
no,
early.
no, no, no. I'm pretty sure
I was
JDG
like, geez,
is fairly old as well. Well, you know, in terms
just
of Zoomer ages.
because everyone
Uh,
I work with is younger than me. All right, what's he mimicrying? Okay, so he does that to archive 2 cards off the top of the deck.
yeah,
That makes
there's no
sense.
Lost in the Woods anymore. One star peeps.
Nah, I have them both in hand. I wouldn't let him have something so useful.
It's kind of mean, but I respect it.
Okay, so he's trying to get that key cheat off.
Well, with 12 cards in hand next turn, probably pretty likely that he can do something. He pretty much has his entire Untamed house in hand in archives.
I'm very aware. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it.
Just so chat knows.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's just frustrating because you can't really do anything. I'm gonna try to shrink it as low as I can, but
How low can it go? This would be a lovely time to have an E-Die.
yeah, not in this set. Well, that's pretty much the most I can do. We can key cheat now. That's very frustrating.
Is E-Die not in MM?
Cool. GG.
GG. That's a shame. Very close. Very close.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a fun series. I just I wonder what else I could have done. Oh, thinking through that.
If there was something, it would be you know, a while ago, I think.
Yeah, no, I just like because keeping him off check was not easy, and I had to prevent that like key cheat the whole time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it put me in a situation where I had to wait. I know waiting is bad, and that would give him the key cheat, but I don't really know. I like needed to flood it earlier. I could have like gambled and done the Untamed flood, but that doesn't really help me. I don't know. But it was fun and very tense games. Very good Keyforge.
Yeah, it is very good Keyforge. That was very back and forth for the most part.
Yeah, and you burn some calories doing that. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely the
Oh,
brain
man.
is worked.
Yeah, well, I gave it my best. Hopefully the chat had fun.
I think everyone had fun. You know, for some reason I thought
Yeah.
I just assumed E-Die was in MM because almost every single good card is in MM, but it makes sense that it's not.
Oh, yeah. No, thanks for the GGs. Stress.
Yeah, you got some jitters, I'm sure.
Oh man. No, it's just like the being able to key cheat out of hand from an empty board. That's tough.
Yeah, and this, you know, I thought it'd be better for Separador than it is, to be honest.
I think it's better for Separador than it looks from those games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I genuinely think that I don't know. I don't want to exaggerate it, but I think that Separador should have some like minor edge here due to the boarding. And I know they do have the key cheat. The mimicries do hurt, but barely. First game felt like a very low roll on my end.
With a pretty good roll on their end.
Yeah, with a pretty good roll, but you know, the second game was more like the game plan, and honestly, the third game was more like the game plan too. It just happened to go against me.
Yeah, third game was really close.
Yeah, no, I mean either person could have won that game.
Absolutely.
So I think it is pretty close to 50-50. I would have expected Separador to have a larger edge than that. I still think like maybe it can get like a 45. Oh, you got 55-45.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you saw what it looked like once I boarded in game 2. And like there's a lot of games with Seprador where none of it it didn't happen in any of these somehow. But there's a lot of games you just like open and you're just like do 6 creatures, you know? And I feel like that would be enough, sort of, you know?
Yeah, no, I
Um,
think it probably would have been. I mean, their deck has almost no. If I can pull up Sagacious here, um, this is also the deck. You know, from this is the deck that was expected of JDG to be played.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we know we're bringing the Archons. In this event, it is a qualifier event, and I am already qualified, so I wanted to really stretch myself on decks that I wouldn't normally bring to straight Archon.
Yeah.
So I use Seprador the whole time. It's like a deck I'm trying to get more familiar with. I'm still very, very confident in it, honestly. Um, Even like especially after that.
There we go.
But
I got Spacious up on stream.
sure, sure. So I mean, it really is a fantastic deck. It's one of the best Kodas I've seen. It has the low C, but it does have double mimicry to make up for that. Irradiated Amber, like we said, it overperforms in the deck, so the C is a little bit better. Nature's Call is nice. Mostly though, it just is rushy beyond what DOK thinks it is. It's an extremely rushy deck. Like it can just pop off, like whether it be with the Mars like Reaping or some big graft play or the Untamed with the Taliga and the Hunting Witch,
100%.
having the key charge. Yeah, I mean it's just an amazing Untamed. I think it's like an amazing Untamed and an amazing Mars with like a good enough Logos basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Logos
Um,
does the least amount of work in the deck.
and it gets the most sass, but
I
like
know, yeah.
I mean it does set you up for the plays. So like Logos does it just enough. I mean that in a positive way. It's like you play like an early LA. You notice he goes for those early LAs because that gets you towards big Mars and big Untamed, which is
Yeah.
actually how you win with that thing. But yeah, it's like you can cheat out the key. You have the massive Hypnotic Command play, which we also saw.
Yep.
Even though I was keeping my Amber low, like,
Yep.
yeah, there's I still think that was pretty good. That was probably where he got me on that Hypnotic Command play. Like I was trying my best past that, but like once he gets key 2 through, it's a lot harder.
Yeah,
then you
Hypnotic
can
Command is
cheat
just such a
more.
brutal card.
Yeah. And Seprador, on the other hand, yeah, we're looking like 8 draw enhancements with the Chronos. We do have that Resurgence to pop out the double Fandangle. I really thought the double Fandangle would be more effective. You seem to always be able to get it off the board.
Which was
Which is
surprising.
rare. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's super rare that somebody can get it off the board. But the biggest thing is that he was consistently putting on like really good checking pressure.
Yeah.
Which keeps me off Untamed in that situation. So it's like
no Amber Control in Untamed.
Yeah, there's no Amber Control in Untamed, and that's pretty normal, honestly. Like, but I don't mind giving up a key to establish an Untamed board.
Yep.
But those hands didn't line up much,
No.
I think I could learn to play that matchup tighter. For seeing it the first time, I think I played it pretty tight, but
yeah, there's some nuanced interactions there that aren't necessarily expected.
Yeah, there was a lot of like, what do I pop back to my hand with this platform? I don't think I messed up any of those. I maybe could have rushed harder, but I don't think it makes a difference by the time that I could rush.
Yeah.
Like it was like Seprador kind of is a control deck. You saw it do its thing where I'm just like slowly taking over the board and purging, and then the resurgences get better, the Anthony gets better, and just having the key cheat answer to that. It's a lot like Quinn actually, which is part of why I really really like it. It's a lot like Quinn where you kind of set up this like inevitable win condition, and somebody key cheating around it is one of the ways out of that. Where you're just like, oh come on, like,
yes, that is yes. No, that is yeah.
It is
which is why Judge actually has a pretty decent Quinn matchup. Oddly enough.
I don't know how many times we've played it, but I know like Rush and the key cheats not ideal.
No, yeah, I mean Quinn has really good R, which kind of hurts it a lot, but
Yeah, yeah, Quinn has great R. I don't know, but either way though, yeah, this deck is a lot like Quinn in a lot of ways. It's just like a lot faster with the boarding, but it lacks the R.
yeah.
The Ember control is actually magnificent. Like DOK thinks it isn't, but the Ember control is actually like one of its biggest strengths. Like you want to see rush decks because it
Same with
just
the
like
C.
doesn't. Yeah, the same with the C. Well, the C.
I guess the C kind of comes from boarding, but
Yeah, the C comes from boarding. You have the double Lost in the Woods, which is like extremely powerful.
and you've got a lot of
Um,
skirmish.
yeah, the skirmishing, I don't know, like the deck does the thing, you know.
Yeah, and like stuff
Um,
like like there's advantage to be gained from fighting. Like Oiling gives advantage. The Munchlings give advantage.
yeah,
Like those like that like Ultra Gravitron gives advantage.
yeah, and it's like, what would you want to add to it? Like maybe a Krizap. That would be the one board control that I think would be magnificent in it.
Yeah,
But
but would you
like
swap
you
out there?
read a yeah, that's the thing though. It's like the deck is kind of fantastic. Like yeah. What are you gonna swap it out for the Zenzi? You're gonna swap it out for the
I guess maybe
maybe
swap it
like
out for
just
one Munchling
I guess
or the even item.
but
Probably
the
even
the whole
item.
point is to board. Yeah, I mean the whole point is to board. So like
Yeah.
I wouldn't really change a card in the deck to be honest with you, with the exception of I would love a way to kill Keyfrog.
In Untamed.
Yeah, it would be in Untamed it would be perfect. I have a few like jank ways, like I could put a universal translator on a dude to then use a different dude to then kill it, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
one thing maybe is like you might enjoy swapping the teleport chieftain for like a Quinchino Flux.
that would be cool. The tinks are incredibly useful though. I don't know if we saw that too much in this, but the tinks are actually like pretty dope.
No, we did see a bit of that I think in game 2.
Yeah. At least I got to show it like do its thing. Like I didn't get like buried on there, and honestly, that was great Keyforge. So, um, I feel minimally tilted for getting knocked out of a tournament. We'll put it that way.
Well, at least you didn't go out in round 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got the.
I did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
That's just Keyforge.
you
That's just high
got
level Keyforge. Sometimes you just go 2 and drop.
yeah, you got very unlucky in the one Mayless matchup, but yeah.
Yeah.
But with that said, I do need to take care of some stuff before I head to bed.
And I do as well. So,
Yeah, I was working like mad early today.
well, yeah, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. But
Well,
I had a lot of fun. Thanks for doing this.
yeah, of course, and thank you. We're back on our schedule, everyone. Obviously, both Karen and I have had life changes. Things have been going. It's a crazy time. New year.
Hello from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Karen's in a new locale. We messed up the time because of the time difference now. So we're getting to it. The stream's looking pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with getting the new stream set up. So that's all
We
good.
got the new music.
And we got new music, which I don't know how many people were around for the intro, but we have maybe we can preview it here, where we can.
You want to play it on the way out?
I can play it on the way out.
We have our own theme
yeah,
music.
I think everyone, is being was phenomenal in chat. We had lots of fun.
Yeah, we had nice attendance there, and people were chatting away.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was too busy like losing my mind over that game, but
yes.
Whew.
Well, we'll have a win next time on stream.
Bruh, you know what I should have brought? I should have brought a Heart of the Forest. His 2 best decks don't have R. It would have been hilarious.
Oh, that would have been something. That would have been meta. That definitely would have been a meta game right there.
Oh no.
There's that one Heart of the Forest that was recently opened. That would have been good. All right, everyone. You take care. Have a great night. And Karen and I will see you next time. Stick around for the outro. Is anyone else streaming?
See you next week.
No one else is streaming, so no one to raid. But see y'all next week. See you, everyone.
3, 2, 1, 0. Orbit is looking stable.
Welcome to the Swindle Dusk Chronicles.